Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Welcome to the Cricket Happening show with your host Ram today. On this particular Cricket Happening show, we are going to have a look. As I said, I will carry on from where I left off yesterday, and that was the match between Chennai Super Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad. And the outcome was, even though Dhoni blasted Steen in the last over to get a good score for the Chennai Super Kings for 185, but even that score proved too daunting. I mean, in the sense that score proved too less for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, as David Warner lambasted the Chennai Super Kings bowlers to all parts of the park to score an unbeaten 90 of just 45 balls with 12 fours and 3 sixes to provide not only the early impetus but also provide a lot of punch to that particular score of Hyderabad's 189, which they won by 6 wickets. Not only did they win, they also had Shikhar Dhawan getting into some good form with 64. The partnership was lightning quick with 116 added in 11.2 overs. So in 68 balls they added 116 runs, and what that did for Sunrisers Hyderabad is that they kept their hopes alive in the Indian Premier League 2014 for the playoffs. Well, so I'll come back to that later. In the meanwhile, there are some fireworks going on in this match. Now this is a match which is very, very important for the Rajasthan Royals, as Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals are actually clashing here at the Mohali Stadium in Punjab. And Kings 11 Punjab, right now when I'm talking, the first over that the Kings 11 Punjab, in fact Rajasthan Royals were the ones who actually won the toss, inserted Kings 11 Punjab to bat, and Kings 11 Punjab, as I said, they have nothing to really care for, and that's what precisely Virendra Sehwag did. The 4th and 5th and the 6th balls have disappeared for 4, 4 and 6 respectively, and as I'm talking, Manan Vora has hit an off stump, and in fact there was a half volley which was bowled outside the off stump, and what a shot from Manan Vora. On bended knees, he drives it through cover point. It's a superbly timed stroke there, and Manan Vora has got off the mark in splendid style. Now, as far as Kings 11 Punjab is concerned, Sehwag, as I said, hit the 2 4s and 1 6 of 3 consecutive balls of the bowling of Vikramjit Malik, who leaked 15 runs of the first over of the Rajasthan Royals bowler Vikramjit Malik leaking 15 runs. Sehwag lofting 1 over wide long off for a 4, following it up with a real, I would say, slashing Vikramjit Malik to the third man boundary, and then there was a length delivery which was bowled. Well, that was beautifully done by Virendra Sehwag as he put it over the backward point boundary for a 6, and that was the awesome strokes that Sehwag played. And right now, as I said, I'll be just keeping this going as and when any 4s or 6s or anybody is out, I'll be out with this cricket update. So currently the Kings 11 Punjab are racing like a horse here. They have 20 for no loss after losing the toss. Rajasthan Royals are the ones who would be under the pump, and this match is also very, very important for the Mumbai Indians, because Mumbai Indians have just won their match against the Delhi Daredevils today, and they have also kept their hopes alive for the playoffs. In fact, Mumbai Indians made 173. In fact, they collapsed from a situation where Michael Hussey and Lendl Simmons had provided them a great start with raising up 87 in just 8 overs, and then Michael Hussey going on to bang 56 of just 33 balls with 7 4s and 2 6s, but there was a spectacular collapse from a score of 120 for 2, and Mumbai Indians, who probably would have tried to score in excess of 200, ended up with being 173 all out. I thought Delhi Daredevils did a fine job there to restrict Mumbai Indians to 173, but for Mumbai Indians, even that 173 for enough for them to keep Delhi to a score of 158 for 4, and as I said, they won the match by 6 wickets and kept their hopes alive for the playoffs. And so that's the precise reason I'm talking about the Mumbai Indians, because Mumbai Indians, we are very, very closely watching this match which is going on right now at the Mohali Cricket Stadium between Kings 11 Punjab and Rajasthan Royals, and Mumbai Indians are definitely rooting for Kings 11 Punjab to win the match, because if Kings 11 Punjab win the match, then Mumbai Indians will be there on Sunday in the playoffs. So Rajasthan Royals, they would be hoping that they could win this match. So that is what. So it is really, as I said, there are only two teams which have actually confirmed their place for the playoffs, and that is Kings 11 Punjab. Kings 11 Punjab, three teams actually: Kings 11 Punjab, Chennai Super Kings, and Kolkata Knight Riders. And now the two teams in the ring which are fighting it out is Rajasthan Royals and the Mumbai Indians and Sunrisers Hyderabad. So there are three teams in the mix, and these three teams, any of the teams could clinch that fourth position which is vacant for the Indian Premier League 2014 playoffs. So good luck to all the three teams. In the meanwhile, as I said, I'm going to keep this cricket update going, but first I'm going to take you down from the Indian Premier League. I'm just going to shift gears here and take you down to an international match which happened yesterday. Yesterday was the first one-day international which was being played between England and Sri Lanka at the Kennington Oval. The match was reduced due to rain. It was a 39 over side truncated affair, and England made 247 for 6 of their 39 overs. Alistair Cook contributed 11 of 23 balls with 1-4. Ian Bell and Gary Ballance put up a very good partnership. They resuscitated the England innings after losing that early wicket, where they put on. In the meanwhile, while I'm talking, there is one more boundary which has been hit, this time by Sehwag. James Faulkner is the bowler, and Sehwag has pummeled it for a boundary. I'll come back to that later. Now let's have a look at the first one-day international which was played. Ian Bell, as I said, scored 50 of 56 balls with 4 fours and 1 6. Gary Ballance really provided some balance to this England innings with a knock of 64 of 72 balls, 5 fours and 1 6. He played pretty well, I thought. After that, Sachitra Senanaike came in and picked up some vital wickets, as he picked up Ian Morgan cheaply for 3. Joe Root contributed 41 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. Bopara 3. And as I said, Sri Lanka were definitely gutting into the match, because they had actually, with 39 overs aside, in fact Sri Lankan bowlers had done a good job, especially Sachitra Senanaike, who had figures of 8 overs no made and 3 for 30, had done a fine job of keeping the Englishmen to 193 for 6. But after that, I mean, the way the English tailenders played, that was not only the tailenders, but Josh Butler was joined in by Chris Jordan, and Chris Jordan was the name on everybody's lips yesterday. He actually picked up the man of the match with an all-round effort. First he started smiting the Sri Lankan bowling attack with the bat, and look at his knock that he played. That was a real blinder that he played towards the death overs. As I said, in 35.3 overs, they were 193 for 6. And then nobody would have even expected them to score even 225. And thanks to those big hits coming in from Chris Jordan, and what a way to finish for Chris Jordan. He actually deposited the best bowler Lasith Malinga for a 6-over long on to score an unbeaten 38 of just 13 deliveries with 5 fours and 2 sixes. He was banging them absolutely in some majestic way. And in the meanwhile, while I'm talking, the Kings 11 Punjab has lost their first wicket. It is James Faulkner who has given them the breakthrough. Sehwag was trying to play up short down the leg side. In fact, he was trying to whip the ball away, but the ball took the top edge. It ballooned into the hands of Vikramjit Malik, and Virendra Sehwag is out. Caught Malik bowled Faulkner for 18 of 8 balls with 3 fours and 1 6. Sean Marsh has just walked in, and Kings 11 Punjab currently are 24 for 1. Sean Marsh not out, Manan Vora not out 4. I'll still continue the story which I was doing between England and Sri Lanka, and as I said, Chris Jordan was the man who really provided the thrust to this to the final tally of 247 for 6 for England, and I thought they did very well to reach 247 for 6 of their 39 overs. Chris Jordan not out 38 of just 13 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. Josh Butler contributed an unbeaten 26 of 20 balls, 1 4 and 1 6, and that partnership was unbeaten. So that partnership had come in double quick time, I thought, because it yielded exactly 54 runs of the balance overs. So we are looking at in 21 balls, 54 runs were ransacked by the English batsmen Chris Jordan and in particular, and Josh Butler. And Lasith Malinga returning the bowling figures that he would have never even expected. He was thrashed for 71 runs of his 8 overs without a wicket to his name. Such was the shabby treatment which was meted out to Lasith Malinga. Kulashekara, 8 overs, 1 minute, 2 for 60, also taken to the cleaners. Suranga Lakmal, 6 overs for 34. Tisra Pereira, 3 overs for 25. Angelo Matthews bowled superbly, I thought, 1 for 25. Sachitra Senanayake bowling 8 overs for 30 runs and 3 wickets, and he was the key according to me, in the sense he was the one who definitely had this English batting in a real tailspin. Now, as far as the Sri Lankan innings were concerned, they didn't have a good start. Lahiru Thirumalai opened with Dilshan. One was really surprised that Kushal Pereira was left out, and Lahiru Thirumalai was an early victim, as James Anderson had a ball which actually nipped back and had Thirumalai trapped LBW for a knot. So that was the first wicket to go. After that, Sangakkara was a goner, as Harry Gurney making his debut. In fact, Harry Gurney the other day made his debut in the T20. Today he made a debut in the one-day international, and in fact he picked up the wicket, a very vital wicket. The other day he picked up Dilshan as his maiden wicket in the T20, and here he is in the one-day internationals picking up a maiden wicket of Kumar Sangakkara. What a wicket that was. Kumar Sangakkara was beaten, bowled by Gurney for 8 of 13 balls. After that, Dilshan contributed 33 of 40 balls with 5 fours, but the bowling was absolutely on the mark today. Look at the bowling figures that the English bowlers, James Anderson on the money, 5 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 22. Harry Gurney on his first match bowled superbly, I thought, 5 overs, no maiden, 2 for 20 for him. Jordan, as I said, was the man of the moment. He was the player of the match, and why not? His batting, bowling, fielding, everything was marvelous. And his bowling figure, 6 overs, no maiden, 25 runs and 3 wickets. Joe Root bowled 1 over for 7 runs. Bopara, 4.5 overs, no maiden, 1 for 25. James Treadwell also bowling well, 6 overs for 38 runs and 1 wicket. And in the meanwhile, while I'm talking to you, there is some real smashing going on at the Mohali, as Kings 11 Punjab, Manan Vora has taken the cue from Sehwag, and the first ball that he receives from Watson. Watson comes as a first change and a second change bowler, and bowls to Vora. The ball was on the pads, beautifully uses the wrist there, Manan Vora, to direct it away towards the square leg boundary for 6, and then follows it up with a real bunt for 6 of the bowling of Shane Watson. So Manan Vora is looking pretty impressive here. He's not out on 15 of 9 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Sean Marsh is not out on 1. I'll come back to that later. So now Kings 11 Punjab once again galloping, 36 for 1, and we are in the 4th over. I'll come back to that later, as and when anything happens there. So let's keep this thing rolling here. As I said, after that, the Sri Lankan innings really didn't get much of momentum. Mahela Jayawardene was a victim for 35, 41 balls with 4 fours. Angelo Matthews scoring 18 of 21 balls with 2 fours. There was no support from the lower middle order, as they really caved in. They were at a stage, they were not really looking. When Chandimal was gone, he was gone of the bowling of Jordan for 8. Kulishekara was out for naught. Tisra Pereira for 2. Senanayake for 11. Malinga was 10. And that was all over. Sri Lanka ending up with 144 all out in reply to this England score of 247. And by the Duckworth-Lewis method, England winning the match by 81 runs, and also winning the first one-day international of the series to go 1-0 up in the 5-match one-day international series. So Chris Jordan, absolutely splendid, I thought. So let's have a look at now the other match. As I said, I'll take you down to the old match, the 50th match, which was played between Chennai Super Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad yesterday. Just carrying on from where I left off, Chennai Super Kings had put up a good score of 185, and after that, Sunrisers Hyderabad, well, David Warner was only dealing in boundaries. The way he was smashing the ball, it didn't matter who was bowling to him, whether it was Mohit Sharma, Ravichandran Ashwin, Hastings, Jadeja, nothing mattered to him. He carted every bowler. He lambasted the Chennai Super Kings bowling to all parts of the park to score an unbeaten 90. In fact, Shikhar Dhawan during the power play was just a spectator. And finally, David Warner, what a knock that was. 90 of just 45 deliveries, 12 fours and 3 sixes hit with tremendous power. Shikhar Dhawan also was there. Shikhar Dhawan was there even though David Warner was gone, and David Warner along with Shikhar Dhawan put on 116 runs for the first wicket in 68 deliveries, and after that Shikhar Dhawan took over. He saw to it that Sunrisers Hyderabad did not muff up the opportunity, and he waited there to score an unbeaten 64 of 49 balls with 4 fours and 2 sixes to take the Sunrisers Hyderabad team to a victory by 6 wickets over Chennai Super Kings and keep their hopes alive for the playoffs in the Indian Premier League 2014. He lost Naman Oja, who was out for 19 of 18 balls with 1 6. Arun Finch was out for 7. Sami was out for 1. Suddenly there was some pressure, but the good thing for Sunrisers Hyderabad was that Shikhar Dhawan was entrenched at the crease, and he took the honours to win the match for the Sunrisers Hyderabad team. Now, I'm not going to go into the bowling figures. As I said, all the bowlers were really carted. But yes, I'll definitely like to have a look at that. The reason being, just wanting to know what is the damage that David Warner created. Mohit Sharma, 3 overs for 33 runs. Ravichandran Ashwin, 4 overs, none for 29. Hastings, 3 overs, cost him 29 runs and a wicket. Jadeja was absolutely slapped by all the batsmen. 3.4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 42. Negi, 4 overs, none for 38. And Suresh Raina bowling 2 overs for 17. David Warner of the Sunrisers Hyderabad taking away the Man of the Match award. Well, so as I said, that's how the Sunrisers Hyderabad kept their hopes alive. Now let's go to this particular match. The match we just played today, it was a very important match for the Mumbai Indians, and Mumbai Indians definitely came up smoking. Well, as far as the openers were concerned, for the Mumbai Indians, they were playing against the Delhi Daredevils, and it was Delhi Daredevils who won the toss and invited the Mumbai Indians to bat. And Mumbai Indians, as I said, they had a great start. They put on 87 for the first wicket. The openers, Lendl Simmons and Michael Hussey. Today it was not Lendl Simmons. Lendl Simmons definitely played well, but Michael Hussey was the one who was really dominating proceedings there, playing some wonderful strokes and taking it right from the word go. He was playing his strokes with gay abandon, and both of them put on a partnership of 87 for the first wicket, with Lendl Simmons also hitting. In fact, Lendl Simmons started off, and then Michael Hussey kept it going in such a fashion that they realized 87 runs for the first wicket in 8 overs. So in 64 balls, they put on 87 runs. That was a great start for the Mumbai Indians, and they really tried to upset the Delhi Daredevils bowlers' plans. Well, Michael Hussey, the first wicket to go. Simmons, after contributing 35, was a victim as Imran Tahir came in and broke this very punishing opening partnership. Lendl Simmons was gone for 35, 25 balls with 5 fours. After that, Michael Hussey, as I said, kept on going, and he contributed 56 useful runs of just 33 deliveries, 7 fours and 2 sixes. Rohit Sharma, the captain, contributed a very well-made 30 of 21 balls with 4 fours. But after that, this particular Mumbai Indians, as I said, they were looking good when Rohit Sharma was there at 100. But if you look at it, once Hussey went at 120 for 2, the Delhi Daredevils bowlers really saw to it that they didn't allow Mumbai any liberties, and Mumbai, I thought, really had a spectacular collapse from 120 for 2 in 12 overs. In the balance 8 overs, they lost all the remaining batsmen to be all out for 173. Kiran Pollard contributed 11 of 8 balls with 1 6. Ambati Rayudu 2. Aditya Thare 14 of 8 balls, spanked 3 fours in his knock of 14. Harbhajan Singh was 2. Gopal ran out for 11. Marchand Delange playing his game was out for 1. Oja out for 2. But one thing that I'll say, Imran Tahir really played a good hand here. He picked up some very important wickets of Simmons, Aditya Thare, and he had 3 for 37. Dumini none for 31, 1 for 28 for Shahbaz Nadeem, 2 overs, 2 for 24 for Jaydev Unadkat, who picked up 2 vital wickets, I thought, in a very crucial stages, because he picked up the wicket of Rohit Sharma and then he picked up Kiran Pollard. So those were 2 important wickets. That was the scalps of Jaydev Unadkat, the left arm pace bowler. Siddharth Kaul 2 overs for 21, and Parnell 3.3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 26. In the meanwhile, let's see what's happening here at Punjab. Well, 5 overs have gone by, and Kings XI Punjab are making rapid progress here. They are going at a clip of 9.20 runs per over. Marsh is the one who is doing it. In fact, Manan Bora is 17. of 14 balls with 2 fours and 1 6. Sean Marsh is not out on 9 of 8 balls with 2 fours, and Kingsland Punjab of 46 for 1. Well, we'll come back to that later. As I said, I will just keep the story going on this Mumbai Indians Delhi Daredevils match. After that, the Delhi Daredevils, they didn't have a good start. Shreyas Gopal flighted a delivery to Murli Vijay. Murli Vijay left the crease, but he was beaten by the turn, and Aditya Thare whipped off the bails, and Murli Vijay was gone. Stump Thare bowled Gopal for 8 of 12 balls. After that, Kevin Peterson started getting the boundary. He started hitting. Merchant de Longe was getting some severe beating from Kevin Peterson's bat. Pragyan Ojha went for runs, and Bumrah was also taken for runs, and Kevin Peterson was playing some beautiful strokes, and Dinesh Karthik joined him. But then Kevin Peterson was a victim of the bowling of Harbhajan Singh, as he tried to actually do a switch hit of the bowling of Harbhajan Singh, but Harbhajan Singh was pretty smart for it, and Kevin Peterson's stumps were rattled. He was gone. Bowled Harbhajan Singh for 44 of 31 balls with 6 fours and 1 6. Dinesh Karthik were trying to scoop the ball from Merchant de Longe. He was bowling at some furious pace, and he had exposed all his stumps and tried to scoop the delivery, but only ended up in seeing his stump shattered. So he was gone for 7, and that was the time. The score was 61 for 3. And after that, Manoj Tiwari contributed 41 of 31 balls, 5 fours and 1 6. JP Duminy tried his best to get some quick runs, but as I said, the bowling was very good. Harbhajan Singh bowled well. Shreyas Gopal was excellent, I thought, in 3 overs, no maiden 1 for 20. And Duminy, even though he hit an unbeaten 45 of 29 balls with 4 fours, the equation was pretty severe, in the sense they required 32 runs for the 2 overs, and that was absolutely beyond them. Even JP Duminy with an unbeaten 45 and Kedar Jadhav not out on 7 couldn't do the impossible. And finally, the Delhi Daredevils innings ended up at 158 for 4, thus losing the match to the Mumbai Indians by 6 wickets. No, not by 6 wickets, but by margin. In the sense, probably Mumbai would have thought that, they made 173, how would they defend that? But I thought in the end that score really proved lucky for the Mumbai Indians, as Mumbai Indians won this match. Let's have a look at the bowling figures as far as the Mumbai Indians were concerned. Bumrah 4 overs, 36 runs he conceded. Merchant de Longe 232. Pragyan Ojha 4 overs, none for 33. Shreyas Gopal, as I said, was very impressive. Harbhajan Singh continued to impress. I mean, he has been bowling superbly, I thought, in the Indian Premier League 2014, 1 for 30. And Kiran Pollard bowled 1 over for 4 runs. And Michael Hussey of the Mumbai Indians was the man of the match. In the meanwhile, as I said, I have covered 3 matches now, and now I am going to talk to you about, I'm just going to leave you with this cricket update. Probably the 6th over is going on, so once the 6th over is done and the power play is over, your host Ram will be leaving you on this Cricket Happening show. Well, so right now, as I said, Mumbai Indians have kept their hopes alive. Sunrisers Hyderabad have kept their hopes alive. Rajasthan Royals would be known today when, as I said, today if Rajasthan Royals win, they are also keeping their hopes alive. But if they lose, then Mumbai Indians would probably march into the playoffs. Let's wait and watch what really happens here. So it's a very, very crucial game for Rajasthan Royals, and Mumbai Indians are the ones who will be keenly watching this. Well, so reigning champions Mumbai Indians, probably still having a slender hope here, if at all Rajasthan Royals lose the game. So Kingsland Punjab right now are, I'm going to leave you, dear fans and subscribers. The 6th over has just ended, and Kingsland Punjab currently are 53 for 1 after 6 overs. They've done a fine job. Manan Vora is not out on 24 of 17 balls with 3 fours and 1 6. Sean Marsh not out 9 of 11 balls with 2 fours. Well, dear fans and subscribers, time is really a constraint. I had to come up early and wrap up this Cricket Happening show. Thanks for all your wonderful contributions, your wonderful support to the cricket show. Your host Ram, after giving you a 25-minute YouTube video on this Cricket Happening show, is leaving you, unfortunately. As I said, tomorrow is a Saturday, so it's going to be a late night Cricket Happening show. Well, dear fans and subscribers, as I said, you guys have been tremendous. You tremendous bunch of guys. Thank you very much for your support. Your host Ram will be seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.